What happens when a group of African college students and African music collide? You get the creation of a dance troupe, a troupe known as AfroDescent. The idea to create an African dance troupe at Loyola University Chicago came from international studies and Black World Studies major Change Keswele. Change was inspired after a study abroad semester in South Africa.
In South Africa, I had an African dance class, and I was like, this is a great experience that I'm having on the continent, but I would love to have that in the States, in a place where people were doing something we love. And at Loyola, we'd never had an African dance team, not an African dance class.
At Loyola, there are numerous forms of dance represented. There are hip-hop dance teams, Latino groups, jazz troupes, and even hula dancers. But until AfroDescent, Loyola had not yet seen an African dance troupe. The members of AfroDescent first performed last year at the African Student Alliance Show. Until September of this year, they were not an organized student group. AfroDescent has begun to formally organize itself by incorporating captains and choreographers. I spoke with the captain, Mariage Mirikatete.
Okay, captain, I just make sure, okay, there's captain and there's co-captain, then we have two choreographers. I just make sure that everything's together, that everyone's communicating well, and we just get everything rolling, and at practices I just make sure we're all on the same page.
AfroDescent's dance moves are mainly from the African continent, but their choreography and musical influence is often a mesh of Western and African culture.
Most of the inspiration comes from many different things. Current music in Afro hip hop, so many different things. Weddings people go to, songs that we listened to growing up, new fresh songs, YouTube.
We didn't have different choreographers at the time. It was just everyone just bringing in separate ideas.
The success of their performance takes practice, and more practice. Their motivation, the sense of community that they feel in the group.
I don't know, just the energy we have when we perform and we're practicing and just getting everything together. I just love being with my sisters, and it's really fun.
Este tema se lo quiero dedicar a mi buen amigo Don Juan Purga.
AfroDescent hopes to use that same energy and bond to make themselves known on Loyola University's campus. Change's vision is strong for the group in the next few years.
In 5 years, everyone was going to ask us to perform Greek affairs, the president's office.
Okay. Really good. Something with you.
The group already has positive feedback from their fellow students on campus.
I love it. It makes me feel like I'm going back to my roots. I'm going to join next year.
Popularity from students is important for Change and fellow dancers, but ultimately, the dance is because of the passion and heritage.
Dancing is a way of life. Just like it's one of the biggest forms of expression in Africa and African cultures across the continent.